I go home every day and just try a new thing with mangoes. Like tonight, I'm putting a sub mango on all 10 fingers and just walk. KFC Radio is brought to you by Stacker2. Let Stacker2 Energy Gummies kick your ass. Your ass. Your ASS into high gear. These bad boys are the mofos of energy gummies. Stacker2 Extreme Energy Gummies will jumpstart your game on the field or where, Pavs?
Between the sheets.
Or between the fucking sheets, dude. Wherever you need it, Stacker2 Gummies will give you explosive energy, and it isn't coming from a can. This 6-pack of nuclear nectar is portable, so you can take them anywhere, anytime. It's like having a 6-pack of energy drinks that fit right in your pocket without looking like a lunatic who's carrying around 6-pack of energy drinks. They're ready to give you an extra boost whenever you need it. These nuclear nectar gummies are portable, so you can carry them in your pocket and take them anywhere. Go to stacker2.com/barstool for your Barstool Bite Back special. Get $5 off your purchase or $5 worth of free product. That's stacker2.com/barstool. Ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go.
All right, welcome to KFC Radio. Kevin's out, Jackie's in.
Jackie, yeah. Sorry. I had no warning until 10 minutes before, and I mean I do this every time, but I'm just like
I do it every time.
Really
I don't know.
not feeling.
What we're gonna. I'm a little more prepared this time in the sense that what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a walk. How to do a podcast.
Oh.
We just got the list. We'll just go through the list.
Okay.
I got 50 things.
Okay.
On how to do a podcast. And, well, nope, the headline lied. It is, it seems to be 31 things.
Okay.
But we'll just go through 31 topics, and we'll see how we did at the end of that.
Okay.
This is how to do a podcast. Speak about cool countries or cities. What's the coolest country or city you've ever been to?
Good question. Can you start?
Yes. I would, let's say. All right.
Does it have to be one I've been to?
No, what's the coolest country you haven't been to?
Can you start?
Yes. I would say the coolest place I've been to is Prague. Only city not destroyed by World War II. What?
Yeah, well, it is the only city not destroyed by
Yes,
World
not
War II.
people don't know that.
But you say it a lot, actually, on this podcast. So a lot of people do probably know this because of that. Keep continuing. I also agree with that. That's also my answer. Can I do that? No, actually, I want to change my answer. I think that Cape Town would be cool. I've never been.
Okay. Because of movies?
I just saw a TikTok on it once.
You saw one TikTok?
One TikTok.
How much time do you spend on TikTok?
Not that much, honestly, but a good amount.
You have most of your sentences start with
Well, because that's the only form of media that I consume.
That I think is unfair of me and everyone else in the world who I hear somebody like, I saw on TikTok, and my brain immediately goes, don't care. And yeah. I think that's...
Well, that's fair.
I don't think it's fair. I think that used to happen with, it's just the new newspaper or TV, or I read in a book, but I'm conditioned to be like, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's your old self.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I mean,
I guess it is, because then when my dad would be like, my dad used to leave the newspaper out for me and be like, read this story. And I'd be like, no.
So do you read the newspaper?
Fuck no.
So how do you consume media? Twitter?
People force it upon me.
Okay.
People say things like, I saw a TikTok, and then they tell me all about it.
Wait, okay, well, can I tell you, the latest fun fact that I heard?
Yes. Please.
Okay. Coral. Have I talked about this?
No.
Okay. Coral. Oh, God, wait, can I say two things?
You can say, we got an hour.
We got so much time. Okay. So something, and again, I'm very bad at explaining stuff, so just bear with me. But coral, and I do not know the science of this. I'm going to stop prefacing. The different colors in it, or the different breeds of coral, they all reproduce based on each breed, at the same day. Okay. even if you have like a chunk of coral and you have it in a bathtub far away from the reef, it will still reproduce at the same time on the same day as the rest of that breed of coral. I don't know how they know, but they all like decide one day, and it's not the same day every year. It's just like they all decide one day. It doesn't matter where it is, if it's with the rest of it, but each breed, and like they all make sure it's on different days.
So coral syncs up.
Coral syncs up.
Coral,
Yes,
corals,
it's like a girl in their period.
Coral's birth process is with the moon. Are periods actually with the moon?
Periods are no. I don't think so. No. Why would that make sense?
I don't know. I feel like I heard that once.
TikTok?
I think periods are with the moon.
I think as a woman who has, I mean, my period, I'm constantly, like I said, I'm always oozing something. So it's like, I don't have a regular cycle, but mine's certainly not with the moon.
I mean, like everything's with the moon.
That's kind of crazy though when people are like again, I don't believe in astrology.
No correlation between like.
Okay, dude, I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
No correlation between menstrual and lunar cycles.
Now I feel dumb for not being like, John, that was stupid.
I mean, but like everything links with the moon, because the moon is just happening every day, so it's linked somehow.
Yes. What do you mean though? Everything is linked with.
Well,
the
like
moon?
your like menstrual cycles are linked with days. Days are linked with the moon.
Are you? You're saying it with confidence, but the words don't make sense.
But like a menstrual cycle happens every month, right?
Yes.
So that means it is in some way correlated with days.
Yes.
Days are correlated with the moon.
Okay, but
it's like a Kevin Bacon thing.
Okay.
Like my cousin was in a movie with Kevin Bacon. It's how menstrual cycles link with the moon.
Okay. I am a little too brain dead and hungover to like fully grasp that. I guess, but
back in the day, they used to think everything revolved around the Earth. That's wrong. I don't know if we've looked into everything revolving around the moon, because that's starting to make a lot of sense to me.
Do you believe in astrology?
Do I believe in astrology? I don't have a great knowledge of it. I believe in astrology like I believe in. I guess I don't know. Something else fake.
Okay, but you're just describing like the reason for astrology.
What is that?
Like you just said, everything's linked up with the moon. And that's
Did I accidentally convince myself to be the crystal girl?
Dude, I thought you were like trying to convince me like I'm an Aries. Like I don't I that's exactly the logic of it. Which would make sense. Like I've never really believed it, but there is logic in the fact like that everything is synced up and like we're whatever, like it controls the water and we're like 80% water, 90% water.
I don't know what percentage, but like I'm just realizing now you're 100% right. I am convincing myself that astrology is real.
Astrology's fucking real.
Or do you do astrology?
No, I don't. But like but I do when the only thing I believe is when Mercury's in retrograde, I'll be like I do not feel good, and then everyone else in my life will be like I do not feel good.
But do
and
you
I believe
do
in
that? Do you know Mercury's in retrograde and then you're like I don't feel good, or you're like I don't feel good? What's the deal? And then you look it up and you're like, Mercury's in retrograde.
Yes. No, I don't know that Mercury's in retrograde. And then someone will be like, well, Mercury's in retrograde. I'll be like, holy fuck. But also, this relates back to the coral because sometimes I feel like, similar to like in Stranger Things, how everything's just like this, like it's all, you know how like the evil is like all connected or whatever? I do feel like in the coral, I feel like we're all kind of connected. And so it's like if one person's having a bad day, it's kind of like, oh, chances are there's like a good chunk of the population that's also having a bad day because it's all one, you know, like part of your body can hurt.
You mean the chunk of the world or a chunk of like the city you happen to be in?
The world, like I don't know. I haven't like fully fleshed out this theory, but like that is I'm not gonna go on like world theories, but yeah.
All right, we got cleared that one up. Next topic, you had another TikTok.
Oh, okay. I've told you guys about this. Eels, they also like nobody's ever seen them reproduce, ever, and they just know that they go to like this one part in like I want to say the Bermuda Triangle or something like that, like some sketchy place. They go there during one part of the season. They all come out just like having mated and like more of them. But we even if it's studied, even if they like follow them with a camera, they never see them reproduce like or like have sex. They don't fuck on camera. Nobody's paying for that shit.
Get the fuck out of here. You'll see the camera and they're like, dude, no way. Not right now. That's all eels?
All eels.
We're going to need, in your editing
prudes.
of this, we're going to need like true or false on the screen.
Okay,
Like you have to do a
okay.
little more research after everything we say.
Okay.
So you like an eel. Like I've seen eels before. I think I've seen eels before. Never like a swarm of them, but yeah, no, I've definitely like seen. Maybe they're tadpoles. Whatever. I've seen like eel-like creatures before.
Yeah.
And even those ones up here, the Bahamas, every eel on the earth doesn't fuck on camera.
Doesn't fuck on camera.
the fuck
Yes,
up.
don't fuck on camera. I'm telling you, they've never. No scientist has ever seen the reproduction of an eel.
That can't be true.
I mean, it might be true. It might not be true. Honestly, I don't know. But
We're doing a podcast here. I'm sharing facts, dude.
But I'm like 90% sure they've never. They all go to this one place, so they're all like
All
they have,
eels.
it's like an orgy in this one hot spot or whatever. But they don't like cameras in. No press.
It's an eyes wide shut thing. It's like the Met Gala. Like everyone get in here. We're all gonna
Yeah.
fuck, and we'll have new celebrities in 20 years. That's how eels reproduce.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right. Next topic.
Okay, cool.
Let's see here. You're gonna have to do a lot of editing on this.
Yeah, I know.
Tell biographical facts about famous people. Joseph Stalin had really nice hair. I guess it's
Okay.
not really biographical facts.
Harry Styles, also nice hair.
Harry Styles has nice hair. Hitler was born in Austria.
Okay.
Hitler's not German.
Harry Styles was born in England.
England. Yeah, he was.
Wait, where was Hitler born?
Hitler was born in Austria.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
I watched a movie the other day
I just
about the Holocaust. Not really about the Holocaust. It was more about like, the Nazis and everyone stole all the paintings and all the gold and all the everything.
the German Shepherd ones. Paintings? The German Shepherd paintings? That was from Only
I
Son.
get it. No, I got that.
That's my other form of media.
But yes, that is based in truth that they stole
Yeah.
a lot of the art and stuff like that from affluent Jewish people. And I watched a movie called The Woman in Gold, and it starred Ryan Reynolds and Helen Mirren. It's okay. It's probably not worth your time, but it's not the worst movie ever if you want to just pop it on. And the whole movie, Ryan Reynolds is playing this lawyer who was helping Helen Mirren sue the Austrian government in order to get her painting back.
Is it comedy at all?
Huh?
Is it comedy?
No.
Okay.
No. It's fairly light for what the topic matter is.
Yeah.
But it's not comedy. But the name of the painting is The Woman in Gold, and it is a painting of this woman's aunt, and the Nazis took it. It's now hanging in the Austrian famous museum. They call it the Austrian Mona Lisa. It's a very famous painting, and she wants it back. She's like, "It's my fucking painting. Give it back to me."
Yeah.
So Ryan Reynolds is playing the lawyer that's helping her sue the whole time, and again, it's fine. It's whatever. And then at the end of the movie, they pop up the real life characters. This is the dude Ryan Reynolds was playing.
Wait, what?
He's just looking like Ryan Reynolds the whole time,
Wait,
hot ass dude.
It's like I'll put the picture in, but it's obviously like a not attractive guy.
It's
that looks
insane that for some reason this one in particular, obviously,
Did they make him look older?
no. And this was filmed early Ryan Reynolds too. I would guess this movie is from 2012 maybe. He looks like a baby. He looks like a very young. In fact, it had me thinking kind of a hot take. While I was watching it, I was like, young Ryan Reynolds, not as hot as I remember him. Not as ugly as that guy, but he is he's okay.
Ryan Reynolds doesn't do it for me.
At all?
He also reminds me of somebody that I know, so that kind of throws me off. But no, not at all. I mean, a little bit,
Dude,
obviously.
He is.
I
I've
don't
always
know
been
why.
a Ryan Reynolds fan since day one. If day one is Van Wilder, if it's before that, then since day Van Wilder, and I always thought he was very attractive. And then when Welcome to Wrexham started happening,
Never watched it.
you don't watch it,
No.
but that's okay. But we've met Rob McElhenney, insanely attractive, very 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 handsome. Ryan Reynolds makes him look like an ogre.
Really?
It's crazy.
Well, what stage is Rob McElhenney in at that point?
It's now.
Oh,
Welcome to Wrexham
got
is,
it, got it,
currently
okay.
happening. In the promotional material for Welcome to Wrexham, they're standing next to each other, and an ogre is obviously a strong term, but he's way more attractive than Rob McElhenney, and Rob McElhenney is way more attractive than basically every other person I've ever met.
Really?
It doesn't make sense the two of them standing next to each other.
I guess actually, I take it back. The Ryan Reynolds as an actor is attractive to me. I think a lot of the characters he plays is not attractive to me.
Yeah, he plays a lot of like the same kind of guy.
Yeah. Except in The Proposal, he's very hot in The Proposal.
Like, look at that. Those are two.
Oh, I see what you mean. I also forget that he's kind of short, Rob McElhenney.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think that painting was worth? She did. Spoiler alert. She did get it back.
Just give it to me.
$135 million.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck? Really?
And she's. I'm sure it got paid for. What's
Hey,
going on?
What's up?
But it is. She just gave it to a museum.
Chime in. That's crazy. I just watched Focus with.
What a wild movie to just watch.
Oh yeah, I know. I just like saw it. Whatever. And I think that Will Smith. I've like said this before in terms of characters who have like really good on-screen chemistry. I think that they have one of the best on-screen chemistry.
Margot Robbie and Will Smith?
Yeah, and Will Smith.
The rumors are that Margot Robbie was throwing herself at Will Smith.
Oh, really?
By rumors, I mean I saw a single tweet.
Okay, yeah.
It's a famous picture of them in the photo booth. You've seen that picture, right?
I don't think so.
It's a famous picture of them in a photo booth, and they both have like their shirts off. Like Margot Robbie like flashes the camera, and so does Will Smith. You gotta look it up.
Really?
It's a hot picture.
Whoa.
Okay.
Can I vent real quick?
Can you
Vent?
vent?
Yeah, go for it.
About this fucking disaster I've been going on in my life for the past month.
Do you want to get on, like, come on the couch?
No, it's okay. I'll just do it for right here. I've had an active leak in my closet for a month now.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm going to brighten your day up real quick.
What do you got?
I heard you were at the doctor, and I thought this leak wasn't going to be in your closet.
What did you think it was going to be?
I don't know, some hole.
What do you think?
I don't know, your dick, your butt.
No, dude. I'm getting my fucking chest checked out because I can't stop coughing.
I was like, Pavs is getting fucking really honest. Like, I've had an active leak.
I didn't put that together. That's funny.
Dude just storms in from the doctor. Is like, I've had this fucking leak going on.
No, I just can't stop fucking coughing. And it's just because there's mold all over my room. And I've like called my management probably like 30, 40 times over the past couple weeks, emailed them about 30 times. Just keep writing back. They're going to come and fix it. Hasn't been fixed. So I've been living in the living room, sleeping in the living room. But last night I slept in my bed. I woke up so fucking sick. Like, can't stop coughing.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad. But that's what I got going
because
on.
you have black mold?
Black mold, yeah. Because
It's
there's
black
just
mold
it also
too?
like I got a leak in maybe the rainiest month in New York City history,
Yeah.
which is awesome. And yeah, that's what I got
So
going
you're
on.
just like sleeping in the outdoors now.
I'm sleeping in the outdoors, and it may be worse in the outdoors because it's such a small, compact room with no windows.
It is a very small compartment.
Yeah, and it's not good, but that's what I got going on.
Wait,
Management, by the way. Management. Please tag them. They have Instagram. Fuck that place.
are they, like, making any...
They just keep writing back that they're gonna fix it, and then they wrote back somebody fixed it. Somebody just dug a hole in my roof and did nothing with it. That's it. I have pictures. They just dug a hole and that was it. It's crazy.
It is crazy what we allow people to do to us. Or it's just like, I don't know. I feel like you got to fix this, man, and they don't. Where like I've texted my super exactly one time, and I was like, I have an issue, and he just didn't even reply to me, and I've never texted.
Was
him
it the light
Yeah.
in your whatever?
Which is
it still?
fair, but like, I'm just like, all right, you're right. I'll deal with everything else. My floorboards are all warped.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know what you gonna do. Once we travel everywhere, I'd rather live nowhere else. So I'm stuck here.
The leak thing reminds me, do you guys, like, do you guys ever just, like, feel really sealed up? The fact that you only have, like, 2 holes.
You mean like a human body?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Bro, what?
like sometimes, like, I'm just, like, it's so funny that, like, there's just nothing in between. Like, it's just, like, the dick and, like, there's no other hole. Like, you're like, sealed. You guys are, like, a Ken doll.
From like a guy's perspective.
Like, from a guy's perspective. Like, you guys specifically. I mean, it's only, like, one less hole, but, like, do you feel, like,
But it's the same
sealed
amount of
up?
holes. Well, no, I guess you guys do have an extra hole.
It's like the main. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's, like, the main part of a girl.
Well, I'm counting my holes. Yeah. So
Wait, how many do you have?
Well, I mean, we're counting everything, like 2.
No, I don't. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
No, I've never felt sealed up in my entire life.
Okay.
In fact, I walk around every day being like, I could use a plug somewhere. They're like, oh, how many holes do I have? 2, 4, 5, 7? Yeah, I'm not really counting eyes. Eyes are pretty plugged up.
You can.
But they're pretty full. There's no. It's not. I wouldn't call this a hole. I guess it is.
Yeah.
It's just a hole with like a manhole cover on it.
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always filled, you little slut.
Pavs, do you ever feel too
sealed
airtight?
Like just nothing comes out of it, you know? It's just like
Yeah. Sometimes
Dude, that's great. Like
sometimes I feel like I'm gonna explode.
oh. In that, you saying it that way makes me think, I am ready to burst at the seams all night.
You kind of look it. Sorry.
Like, so if I come off a weekend of like drinking a lot and eating a lot and not shitting a lot, because I don't shit, it's like, bro, if somebody poked me really hard right now.
Bro, there are times. There are times where I'll be like sitting, like particularly on airplanes, or like when I can't be comfortable like this and just kind of unfold, where I'll like touch my stomach and stuff like that, and I'll be like, my organs are swollen. like this is if I bump into something sharp, I'm gonna like be like a fucking balloon.
Exactly.
So I guess to answer your question, exactly yes. Like I'm rather
not leaky. I feel like this is making me sound leaky.
Your face.
You said you were leaky the other day.
No, I know. I just said I was leaky before, and I feel like I leak the appropriate amount for a woman. Sometimes I get my period twice a month, so maybe like slightly more than the average woman. But I'm not like leaking like anything else other than blood.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I am just always. How much blood does someone lose?
I don't know, but like sometimes it's like a lot. Like sometimes I'll get lightheaded. A little bit.
Shut up.
Yeah. And I also like, and I've told you guys, like I refuse to wear tampons, and so it's just like it's a gamble every time I stand up.
What is the argument against tampons?
Just sometimes they're just like not so, like it's. Do you ever like? Is it ever like you're supposed to take pills, and for some reason you're like, there's no issue with me taking a pill, but I just like my body just does not feel like taking this pill. My mind does not feel like. For some reason, it's the same way with tampons, where I'm just like, I can. It's gonna be fine if I do, but like I just don't want to. They're like it's also there's so much that you hear about toxic shock syndrome, and my biggest fear is losing a leg.
Is that what happens with toxic shock syndrome?
Yeah, as you lose a leg.
That's your biggest fear?
It like legitimately like rules my life. Like everything I do is derived from my fear of not wanting to lose a leg.
Are you scared of like escalators?
Don't fucking tell me. I don't know. Is there a thing about escalators?
Well, I just imagine if like your shoelace got caught in it, like it could suck your leg down.
Just abandon. Just take the shoe off.
Would you have time? What if the shoe was tied and it gets tighter and tighter and it's getting tighter, like as it gets pulled in?
How hard do you think it is to take a shoe off?
All right. What about getting on the subway? Like, what if your leg like slipped?
I think about that.
That's what
all the time.
about.
And when I get on a subway, I like I basically hop on. Like I don't let my legs like leave each other pretty much. Like I think that with the elevators too, because there was like one time when somebody got off an elevator and like she was like midway through and then the elevator like just shot up and then like sliced her in half. And again, I don't like my legs like leaving each other. And so I like basically hop off an elevator.
I've had an elevator issue where I thought I was going to lose my finger.
What? Ooh.
But I never... Huh?
Did you try and like save it?
No, the opposite. It was the... So I was probably in like... Oh, yeah, this is part of a longer story where I was in 5th grade, I think, maybe 6th grade, and I had gotten my first kiss.
Oh, wow.
And my mom picked me up. They picked us up, me and my girlfriend at the time, and she had like one of...
Oh, she was your girlfriend after that?
I think she was my girlfriend before it.
Oh, wow.
You're not kissing before your boyfriend, girlfriend at that age.
Yeah.
You gotta, yeah. What were you doing, Jack?
I was fucking before. Okay, continue.
I remember we were in a slide, and it was like, it's actually very emasculating because she was holding me up, where like I was already partly down the slide. We were like trying to hide in the slide so we could kiss, so no one could see us. So she would hold me up. She was at the top of the slide, and she would hold me up, and I was kind of crawling up, and then she was kind of pulling me up, and we kissed. Slid down. My mom was waiting. We both get in the back of the. She had like a Woody, like one of those vans, the station wagons.
Yeah.
And we both got in the back where you were like facing the other way.
Yeah.
And this is where she found a stomp rocket, which was like, you know they are.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Big fan of stomp rockets.
Huh?
Big fan of stomp rockets.
Were you? So was Vanessa. And it was like a yellow stomp rocket with like a red head, and she started sucking it.
That's right.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this woman is moving too fast for me. This is crazy. And we had to go get something from my dad. Like, we had to stop and pick up his office or something. So we're driving there, and we're in the back seat, and she's just, like, sucking a stomp rocket. And I'm just, like, trying to pretend I'm, like, into it. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, it was, like, the whole time?
It wasn't the whole time, obviously, but, like, it wasn't a second. It was longer. It was where you're like
too long to be
if
sucking
it was a
stomp rocket.
video, you would have started fast forwarding. Like, all right, I got enough of this. Like, I got it. They're doing the sucking the dildo thing. I'll skip past this part. And so we get to my dad's office, and my mom was like, John, can you run up and can you get something? I forget. Maybe I told him about dinner, whatever. I went up there for some reason, and I was like, do you want to come with me? She came up. And we did whatever our task was, and then we're taking the elevator down from his office, and we're kissing again. And then I'm I'm kissing all the time now. Like, that's like basically the rest of my life is going to be kissing. It has happened 3 times in the last 40 minutes. So like I'm a kiss guy. My schedule is free. I'm clear, stuffed until I'm done, just kissing. And then I was like, I don't know. I guess I'd seen in movies where I was like trying to play it cool. Where, like, we got done kissing, and I was kind of just leaning on the elevator. Oh, no. And then the door went in, and my hand was, like, a little 5th grade hand, so it just went in with the door. And it just got stuck on, I don't know, I have no idea, something inside, like, the mechanism in there. And I couldn't get it out. And I guess it was maybe just, it was too tight or whatever, but I don't know. I couldn't get it out. And so I was like, can you get my mom? Oh. And she was like, what? I was like, can you please just get my mom? I started crying. And then they had to get like the handyman in my dad's office, Al. And Al came down and he like had like fucking like Jaws of Life type thing where he like kind of just basically made the metals go back a bit so I could pull my hand out. But at this point I was just weeping in front of this woman who I thought was going to be kissing for the rest of my life. And we didn't date anymore after that.
Oh my God. I would imagine she probably got the itch from that.
She did that. That was probably in 6th grade, and then in 8th grade she started dating a senior in high school, and then they like got married like right away. I think she had a kid before we were out of high school. It was right after, so I dodged a bullet on that one. But yeah, elevators are dangerous. You gotta be careful for elevators.
That's a very funny story. That's God punishing you for being a little whore.
I wasn't being her hand should have gotten stuck, that harlot. I was the one who was like, what the fuck, dude? Stop sucking my toy.
That's crazy that she was in 6th grade too?
Yeah, we were something around there.
Damn. What a legend. I kind of wish I was like that in 6th grade.
Do you? Dude,
no.
I think kids who are slutty at that age are, and like I dip my toe in that water, where like I was never actually slutty. I wanted people to think I was.
Yeah.
So I had like my I think my screen name had 69 in it, but like I didn't like I liked the image of sluttiness. I didn't want any part of being a slut.
Yeah.
I would want people to think I was cool. But like I remember when I was in high school my sophomore year, like talking to like guys in the hockey locker room and like pretending I'd had sex and being like, dude, I'll never forget like a guy looking me dead in the eyes and I asked him, I was like, was like, is 45 minutes like too short? And he's like, no, that's the perfect time. And I was like, all right, I'm nailing it. I haven't had sex for 45 minutes combined since I asked that question.
I would not like 45 minutes.
45 minutes is so long.
So fucking long. Holy shit.
45 minutes is a year's worth of sex. And this fucking guy, if I know his name, fucking Nick. Nick, I won't say his last name, but Nick was a hairy little dude. And I was like, this guy must know about fucking. He's hairy as shit.
And he was obviously like,
and he's like, yeah, dude, about 45 minutes is good. And I was like, all right,
it's like,
cool.
I go 50.
Cool.
I actually just had a memory the other day. All the senior guys, whenever I'd walk by when I was like a sophomore or whatever, they would all go, yup, yup.
I just had a memory. I just wanted to brag. I was a hot 14-year-old.
Wanted to say that. And then I got ugly after that. So
you got ugly?
Yeah.
I guess everyone does, right?
Bro, I fucking remember, like, I was, like, pretty hot, like, sophomore. And then all of a sudden,
that was hot jailbait.
Yeah. No, truly, like, it did feel like that. Like, when...
Jailbait's such a crazy word. That's just a word we all know.
You know,
like, it's something that was publicly and regularly used to describe hot children.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's just someone you'd go to jail if you had sex with.
Yeah.
Like, that was...
Oh!
Right?
I thought it was like a newbie in jail just gets
I think
raped.
jailbait is just like, oh, that's a hot kid. That is...
Also, like, when older, like, dads would be like, or like older guys would just be like, she's gonna be a heartbreaker when she's old. They're like telling you like to like which girls to go after.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bro, what do you mean? Like thinking back, it was normal, but like now it's like, dude, you were like judging fourth graders who was the cutest. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, a jailbait is a young woman or young women collectively considered in sexual terms but under the age of consent. Jailbait is just someone I'd like to statutory rape. That's crazy that we just have that word.
I just always thought it was somebody like, just when you go to jail, you're bait.
You're fresh meat.
You're fresh meat.
You're someone who's gonna send someone to jail.
Oh my god, that's such a creepy term. Well, that was me.
Oh my god, that's so creepy. It does perfectly describe you.
That fresh little piece of meat. That's not even the term of it. But yeah, then I got ugly after that.
How long were you ugly for?
Like 3 years after that. I remember some guy was like, damn, you really went downhill. And that stuck with me forever. Because I got bad acne and I was like, it stuck with me. Anyways.
I like you giving an answer. Like, very, like, someone with humility or humble would have been like, I'm still ugly. You're like 3 years. I can tell you the day I turned this franchise around.
I actually wait. I'm gonna show you. I've just found the most awful photo of me from like 2 years ago. So like I go like up and down. I'm kind of like a senator where it's like every 2 years or something. I actually don't know. Are senators every 2 years?
I think I think you're right about that. Yeah.
I got like an ugly year like more often than not. Wait. Look at this photo of me that I just found the other day. I've shown you. I'll put in the like acne photo that I showed you the other day.
Oh God,
that was bad.
Do Booker film reviews. We just did a film review, kind of, for The Woman in Gold. I could do a book review for a book I haven't read yet.
Sorry, I feel like I didn't really like spend that much time on Woman in Gold, but we're past it now. But I just want to apologize for that.
That's okay. That's all right. The Devil in the White City is the next book I'm going to read. I hear it's really good.
Is it about race?
It's an old-timey book, so I imagine race comes into play. I think it's based around murders in Chicago during the World Fair in, what was that, 1940s? When was the World's Fair?
Dude.
Dude.
I'm reading The Wrath of...
You're reading How to Be Single and Happy?
No. But it's a smut book, and it's really good.
I have not read a book since
1893, so not even close to the 40s.
What are you reading, Babs?
I have not read a book since high school. I don't know, maybe middle school.
I've read...
You didn't read a book in high school, bro?
I definitely didn't read a book in high school. No way. Yeah. There's
Same.
No way.
I didn't
do one thing of homework, I think, junior and senior year. of high
Spark
school.
notes all the way through.
Spark notes all the way through.
You didn't even like.
Bro, they would get, like, it was so easy to cheat in high school. It was like, there would be a class before you, they would write down all the answers, and then you would just have all the answers.
I was never comfortable cheating.
Really?
I just didn't think it was. I'd rather just. I'll just get a 0. I don't like. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't have any moral reasons for it. I'm not like cheating's bad. I just never was into cheating. I didn't like. I was like, the risk isn't worth the reward here. I like if I get. Like our school was like, you get caught once, you're kicked out, and maybe that's why, because it was like pretty strict punishment. But like growing up, I not to say I never did it, but like if I did it, I was definitely kind of like coerced, forced into it. It was never my idea, and I was very uncomfortable the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Actually, in my hot years, I could cheat because I could get like guys to be like, I'd be like, oh, can you like give me the answers? And then my ugly years, I had a much harder time. So, I gotta get smart. But did you ever like look at somebody's paper or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. Like I'd occasionally. I mean, like I can't even think of a time I'm sure I did it. I can't think of a time where I was like, check out that paper. But I'm sure my eyes wandered. But like I never had like some people in classes had like elaborate schemes where they would use like their TI-89 and they'd have like things inside the slider, or like even more advanced graph calculators. People would figure out like how to put answers in like the data or in the system for it.
Yeah.
I didn't do or cheat sheets or crib sheets or anything like that. I was like, I'll just try, and if I fail, I fail. But like, it's not worth getting kicked out over this.
I actually had like one time. So the same guy who said that I went downhill. We had like
You guys are a pretty important piece of your life.
We had engineering together, and like it was a really hard class. And so one day he like was alone in the room and found the whole like stack of tests with all the answers and everything. And he took photos of every single test with like the work, everything. And the teacher never switched it up. So it was the same test every single year. And like if you got a hold of that, like you could get 100% in the class. And he took the photos and he told me about it, and he was like, I'm going to send it to you. And I was like, do not send it to me. I don't want that like on my conscience. Like I'm just going to raw dog this class, and like I don't want that. And I was like, do not send it to me. And he was like, he ended up sending it to me. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to look. Fuck you. Whatever. And then I was like studying for the first test, and I was like, well, then it was like this whole moral thing, because I was like, well, now it's kind of stupid to not use. I'm just like not utilizing resources. Like I had these full tests. I tried to not have it, and then I ended up like doing it and putting everything in my calculator, and like I looked at everything, and like then the test the next day was exactly that. I had all in my calculator, and I still got a C.
What?
Not in the class. Like I got like a B- in the class, but like, and that was like the worst grade I've ever got. But like for the class, I had all the test answers too, but I couldn't call them out. I couldn't be like, I fucking know that this is right, because.
Wait, so you got 100 on a test and he gave you a C?
No, because I'm just like so bad at test taking that like even if I have all the answers, like I just get such bad test anxiety that like I still mess something up. I don't know how I like fuck up that badly, but like I'm just not. Like I just have some kind of weird. I mean, I got a learning disability, like, for sure.
No, what is it? What's your learning disability?
Like being slow.
Yeah, but what do you say it is?
Processing problem.
Processing problem.
Processing
Yes.
problem.
Yeah.
Self-diagnosed processing problem. And I would still need extra time on the tests and everything. Anyways, yeah. I forget kind of like what the point of that was, but
that point, I think largely, given the ability, I think most people choose not to cheat. Like I didn't know a ton. I knew like a cheater or two. Yeah. I didn't know a ton of people who were like and I think that goes to show that people are largely like good.
Yeah.
I started this by saying I don't have a moral problem against it, and I don't. Like I don't think less of you as a person, but like I think my thought process is like I want to do this right.
Yeah, because it is like if you cheat, like you just don't learn it and it comes back to bite you for the final or something like that.
I didn't even think that far down the road. I was just like, I think I just want to try and do this.
Aren't you just God's fucking gift?
That sounds like I was. It sounds like I was smart, but I wasn't. Like I didn't. It's not that I'd studied. It's not that I'd done the work. I just wanted to see if I could do the test without any knowledge.
Shut the fuck up.
We also had like.
Did you get good grades?
I got pretty good grades, not like great. My high school was very difficult. It was a very hard school, and I probably averaged like B's.
Yeah.
But the fuck was I just gonna say? We used to like we took it wasn't we didn't have English, we had humanities, and the teachers
Was that boarding school?
Yeah, you couldn't use like Spark Notes. Like you would have daily, you had to read 3 chapters that night, or whatever you had to read, and like the quiz, you'd have a daily quiz, and it was on. You couldn't have gotten it from Spark Notes. It had to be, you had to have read the book. So like cheating wasn't even real. I guess you could like get the answers from somebody else, but like you couldn't not do the work. You had to do the work.
Yeah. It was like that for some classes, but like some classes were easy to Spark Notes.
Dude, I saw a problem the other day on it was TikTok. I saw it on Twitter, but it was a TikTok of, I think Quiggs quote tweeted it, just said yes, but it was like, can you do this 3rd grade Chinese math problem?
I saw that with the square.
I don't have a clue what they did at any point.
I actually saved it because I meant to do it later, and I think I could do it.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Dude,
so.
if you showed me that problem, I would be like, I don't even know what this is asking, let alone like how to figure it out. I don't understand the question. It was like, do you see this, Pavs?
No, I missed this.
It was like, so it's a square, and then it had 2 half circles cut out of it.
Okay.
Like, or 2 quarter circles cut out of it. And so there's like, it seems to be like a random amount of shade in the square.
No, it's like the 2 half circles.
Yeah, but I didn't even see those at first.
Got it.
I just saw a random amount of shading in a square. And it was like, what's the area of the shaded in here? Mm-hmm. And I was like, you could give me a stack of books and the knowledge on how to figure it out. I'd die before I
You
figured
just
it
take
out.
the area, I'm assuming, do you just take the area of the square and then take the area of the half circle and then subtract?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Okay.
I
fucking rocked a 3rd grade Chinese class then, but like,
I would have never in a million years figured that out.
what was your best subject?
English. English, I got a perfect score on the SATs writing. And I actually saw a clip of Dave on Plan B the other day, where he was talking about how he went to Michigan and he applied to the business school, didn't get in, but they said he can come to nursing school.
Yeah.
I had a similar thing happening with FSU where it was like, I applied to the business school. They were like, no chance, but you can go do creative writing.
Oh, really?
And I was like, okay, cool. And then I failed out of that too. So fuck you guys. But I think like in all of my college, the only classes I got A's in were writing or English, and I just didn't go to any other class.
That was the same thing with me.
It was
Oh no, for high school. For college, yeah. College, I got clean things up.
college. College, I was like, fuck
Really?
this. College was not for me. College.
Clearly. With the 7 colleges.
College was where we started learning what like depression was and how I didn't care about anything. There was a time, my freshman year of college, my first dorm, I went to St. Michael's in Vermont. Like, I forget, Founders Hall. I lived in Founders Hall. I was there for a semester. I don't know if I left my room.
Really?
I couldn't tell you right now. Like, I couldn't tell you what the dining hall looked like. I couldn't tell you.
Really?
Like,
So
what,
you were in like, this wasn't like boozing heavy. This wasn't like partying all the time. It was just like didn't want to leave
No.
the room. I did not know that. That's crazy.
I mean, like I drank. I didn't like not drink, but like I did not go to many. I probably went to 3 parties the whole time.
Wow.
Damn.
I didn't do anything. I did nothing.
Wait, sorry, where was this?
St. Michael's it's outside Burlington, Vermont.
Oh, so was it like seasonal depression kind of? Or
I don't think so. I think it was like I'd always like felt what I felt, but I think it was more like I was always home. I didn't have. It's not a unique case. It's like I'm sure what a lot of kids go through, where like I was separate from my friends. I wasn't gonna try and make new friends. I was too awkward for that. And it's not some. Whoa, this is a crazy story. I'm sure it happens to a million people. But it hit me pretty hard.
damn, that kind of sucks.
Like that, but it was also I just really did not like college. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was unnecessary. I think that's probably because high school was like I went to a good high school, and I was like, I already learned all this. I know everything. This like I just wanted to go into the world.
Yeah.
I wanted to go do stuff.
Yeah, I can see how just like some people, it's just like, what's this fucking the point of this step?
It was not fun. HelloFresh. Oh my goodness gracious me. HelloFresh last night. I made tilapia that was simply divine. It was tilapia with it's something that I can't pronounce, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. It begins with a G. Tilapia with tilapia with almond parsley gremolata. I don't know what it is, but it's gas. Has a little couscous in there. You know how me and couscous do. There is spicy Peruvian chicken and street cart style chicken balls is what else I got on the menu for the week. I gotta change my meals. This is a perfect ad read. I gotta change my meals for next week. Let's see, we're gonna stick here. Probably stick with the hoisin glazed pork tenderloin. I'll keep that. I'm gonna get rid of the pasta because I've been looking to lose a couple pounds. I'm getting too heavy. I thought I weighed myself when we were at the gym on the road, and I was like, oh no, it's not a good weight to be, John. Okay, so we're gonna take that out. Let's see what we're gonna add. We'll go to Autumn's Best. We'll throw something in here from Autumn's Best. Maybe a spicy maple chicken, beef tenderloin with all poivre sauce, pecan crusted trout. Let's go pecan crusted trout. Yeah, let's do that. And then we are gonna do one more. Meatloaves with creamy thyme sauce. Bang, done. Okay, so that's my order for the week. A crazy schedule can make it easy to fall back into dinner time recipe rut. Keep mealtime exciting with over 40 recipes to choose from every week. I just chose from the autumn. It's seasonal. There's also fit and fresh. There's fast. There's Hall of Fame. There's all kinds of stuff. Always something delicious to discover with HelloFresh. It does all the shopping and meal planning for you. It makes my day so much easier. Where it's like, I know what I'm cooking tonight. I don't stress about where my food's coming from. I know where my food is. It's in my fridge. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know how long it's going to take. I know everything's pre-portioned. I know everything's all set. When everything feels jam-packed, HelloFresh makes whipping up a home-cooked meal for dinner actually doable with their quick and easy options, including 15-minute meals. That's less time than it takes to get delivery by a lot. Delivery's like a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour sometimes. And with everything pre-portioned and delivered right to your door, it is really a no-brainer. Turn to HelloFresh Market for yummy add-ons and enjoy the season's limited fall flavors lineup. Desserts like apple cider cake and caramel sauce, or please the crowd with appetizers like the BBQ pulled pork nachos. And don't forget the mini pumpkin cheesecake. Whoa, mama, I got to go find that and add that. It's all delicious. So go to HelloFresh.com/50KFC and use code 50KFC for 50% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/50KFC, code 50KFC, 50% off free shipping. Make a coaching podcast and teach your audience about something.
Dude, I just taught them about eels don't fuck on camera.
Yeah, you did. Eels don't fuck on camera. Start a series of interviews with intriguing guests. We're going to skip that one. Tell about your daily chores. We went to your apartment to do out of order. Mm-hmm. You have a apartment that looks like you do a lot of daily chores.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I don't like.
I mean, you do. Like, your apartment's just exceptionally clean.
Well, it's not always.
Did you
like
clean
that.
it before we got there?
Yeah, like I cleaned it a little bit before it got.
She
there.
left an hour early to go clean.
No,
up.
I did not need first of all, it was 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I will go through periods. Like recently, it's been like messier than normal. But like.
Dude, my apartment right now is a disaster. Before Dollar Slices last night, Nate came over, which he probably hasn't done in 2 years, and I he just texted me like, I'm on my way to your apartment, and I was like, oh fuck, okay, and I was like, maybe I should clean it, and I was like, I don't have the energy to do it right now, and then he came in, and I was like, he never said anything, but I was like slowly trying to clean while he's in there. It's a mess.
Really?
Like if you were to look at it, you'd be like, that person's having a hard time. It's just pants like on the floor, but like you can see how they came off me.
It's still kind of like standing
it's like
up.
One leg like kind of coming out there. I honestly have a pair of pants on the floor on the way into the bedroom, and I have a pair of pants on the floor on the way out of the bedroom of just like my two separate outfits yesterday. I have like socks that you ever sit on the couch and you just like it feels like your socks are just like the
Yes.
weight of the world
Yes,
is
yes.
on them,
Yeah.
and I just kind of peel them off, and like they're just kind of thrown. The blanket. It's a mess. It is. If you walked into my apartment, you would see like that guy. That guy should probably fucking do something.
You get your cleaning kids.
Oh, they're coming Friday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, chores.
Are you a bed maker? Your bed was made.
I don't sleep in the sheets half
Oh,
the
right,
time.
of course,
That's right.
yes.
Of course. Like I'm sleeping on the couch right now for no reason. So I don't really like always have to make the bed.
Dude, I slept on the
But when
couch.
I do, I don't always make the bed. I
How old
kinda
are you?
like-
24?
Yeah.
I slept on the couch. I think we moved here when I was 26. I probably slept on the couch like 26 to 30.
Really?
Like never in bed.
Why?
Why do you sleep on the couch right now?
So true.
It's just easier. It's just like I'm already here. I am clearly not a person who cares about comfort all that much. Like I'm comfortable at all times, so like I'm whatever. And I was like, why am I gonna get up right now and go to bed when
Yeah.
I'm fine right here? But I've recently been wanting to stay on the couch more, but I'm like, no, you gotta get up, you gotta go do it. But it's nice.
I always think about this like I'm somebody who like when you watch a murder documentary or something, they'll be like, well, they don't know. I feel like there's so many random things I do without reason that if I were to get murdered, they'd be like, well, why was she sleeping on the couch? Or like, why did she go for a walk at 2 a.m.? And it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I just do shit. There's not a reason for it. That I like sometimes I'll just randomly go to like a different CVS just because I'm like, I don't know. I just like don't like the vibes of that CVS or something. You know, like there's so much non-pattern that if I were to get murdered, they'd be really confused. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make
Okay.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
So your coaching would be like break patterns, because the breaking the pattern is good if someone's stalking you.
Yeah.
So like you're probably avoiding murder. If you were a pattern person, there's a good chance you could have been murdered by now.
That's so true. They would have no idea what to think of me.
Yeah, they don't know where to meet you after work. They don't
Yeah.
know. You're like, I don't even go to that CVS, man. I'm across town right now, dude.
Yeah. But also, it's like I'm always walking at like 2 a.m. or something.
You
So it'd
are
be so easy.
When Nick and I worked out in Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
so Columbus, with Corey G. Shout out Corey G. Old school gym. I've actually wanted to work out at the old school gym for like 10 years.
Really?
Like I've followed Corey G for a long enough time that like I've seen the old school gym and I was like, damn, it'd be cool. And I guess we didn't really talk about it last episode, but like when we were in Columbus, Corey texted and was like, yo, like come work out. I'm right outside the city. And I was like, done. I'm in for sure. And he sent the address and it was like 50 minutes outside the city. And I was like, dude, that's outside the city. But I had to go anyway. But I guess it wasn't like a random hour, but like me and Nick got back at like 10 a.m. and you were coming back from a walk.
On a walk or whatever. Wait, where is old school gym? It's just like literally like a warehouse gym or something like that. Dude, he is ripped.
He's
Holy shit.
crazy, Jack. He's like, we're popping shirts off, and I was like, we? What do you mean we are popping shirts off, bro? I'm not gonna be the Rob McElhenney to your Ryan Reynolds right now.
It's insane.
Yeah, it was very cool. He had so like there's some very cool aspects of the gym. First of all, I used to always, when I was like in high school and shit like that, I used to always work out in a gym like that.
Yeah.
Like not a nice gym, quote unquote, like not an Equinox, not a fucking like I hate those gyms. And I'm sure I've said this before, but the guy who owned the gym I used to work out at used to always just yell, hard bodies aren't built in soft gyms. And I was like, that's the coolest thing I ever heard. Ah!
That's really fucking cool.
So I would always, every time I saw old school gym, I was like, that's fucking hard bodies aren't built in soft gyms. So I was excited to go there.
God, he's
And-
such a fucking meathead.
And he had so he used to be a coal miner, Corey. And so like the floors of the gym are lined with the rubber that used to be the conveyor belt on the coal mine he worked at. Like when they got a new one, they just gave it all to him. And then he has like you have like chalk, like you chalk up before like some lifts and or like bodybuilders do. I've never done it, but he has a barbell from like I think he said it was his great grandfather's that holds the chalk, because like the old school barbells are like I'd never seen one in person where it's like it's not like you slide plates on. It was like you twisted balls. Like you ever seen like cartoon bodybuilders and how it's like almost like an anvil on the side.
Yes,
inside.
yes.
Like it's like you have to twist that onto the barbell, and I was like, that's fucking sick. It was very cool.
Wait, so it had the balls on the...
It did not have the balls, but it had like the shape
okay.
of like something that could accept a ball.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like it kind of had like this type thing to it.
Yeah.
It was very cool. It was also like we worked out for like 45 minutes. It's like I just don't get it where it's like you have such a knowledge of the body to know what will do what to it in the sense where like I work out. We just did arms and I work out my arms all the time, and we just did it his way, and like I couldn't lift my arms for like 2 days. Like I had to drive that day. I was like driving like like it was not a safe drive.
What do you have you do that was so different?
Nothing really. Like it was just like rest between sets and reps and all that kind of stuff. Like it was, we did curls, bicep machine, cable curls, I think, and then I think we did 3. I forget. We did like, and then we did 3 bicep workouts, 3 tricep workouts, and we did that 4 times, and that was it. And it was like no rest, high rep. It was just, I'm sure this is boring to people, but it was like, it was just crazy hard, and I just couldn't move afterwards.
The video of you like not saying the N-word and pointing to the camera is cool. You look cool.
I caught Nick on like luckily I actually got nervous posting that video. I was like, are people gonna like get mad at me because I didn't say the N-word? It's like, oh, he thinks it's cool to not say the N-word. Congratulations, dude.
You white savior.
I thought people might see it who like didn't get the reference, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I remember I was rapping along and Dr. Dre, I forget the lyric, but obviously the N-word's in it. And I just stopped and raised my eyebrows, and as I did that, I caught him out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, oh, you're not getting me today, buddy.
It reminds me of Mincy on the boat, and I wish that they got footage of that. Of him. All right. What's the next one?
Let's see, next. Wait, okay, so you do no chores?
No, I like, will clean. I'll, do dishes and everything like that. Chores is a weird word to like. I just like clean my apartment. I guess like chores is like work, like editing podcasts.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
That's
a chore.
Like you doing the podcast, chore.
This is such a chore.
Like, having to work out. Well, that's not really a chore. That's like a hobby.
Do you enjoy working out?
Yeah, I do.
I guess I don't get it. Like people who. Not that I don't understand it. I obviously understand that it's not something you like. I get how that works. But, like, I don't get how you do it then. Like, I enjoy working out, so it's easy for me to do. Mm-hmm. If I didn't like it, I don't get. I guess you just don't is the answer. But,
I'm like in a phase where I don't really like. I'm like kind of. I'll like walk and run. Like I'm not like working muscles that much anymore. Dude, if I was a guy, like as a girl, you have to like skinny waist, but like. Big ass, like, like all that. And it's like so hard to like fit, get everything in shape because like you got to build muscle. But like then if you build too much muscle, that makes you big. But if my goal was just to like get fucking huge, I'd have the perfect body. Just eat meat and lift a bunch of fucking weights everywhere. And then you're good.
So if you were a guy, you just get like fucking jacked.
I would just get jacked. It's so
You'd be
easy.
Tom Hardy Bane.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, Tom Hardy. Did you have workouts you used to look up when you were in like high school?
Yeah.
Like you'd Google or like I'm GQ because I'm a little older, obviously. Mm-hmm. Like they'd have like Gerard Butler's 300 Spartan workout. Mm-hmm. The 300 Spartan workout was a big one for me. The Tom Hardy Bane was a big one for me. Mm-hmm.
I think I did Michael B. Jordan Creed.
Michael B. Jordan Creed was a big one?
Yeah, that was a big one for me.
Michael B. Jordan Creed?
I was like, I want to look like that.
Did girls do that? Did you have like so-and-so's die, obviously?
Yeah, I mean like there's like one like 5-minute abs one that like every girl in college would do. I mean,
but you wouldn't do like you wouldn't see a character.
Oh, no.
And be like, I want to look like that. No. Which I've actually learned is also the best way to go about fashion. Is not to see celebrity looks and be like, oh, I wonder if I can pull that off. Like, find a character you like and you draw inspiration from them. Because
you draw inspiration from?
I don't really. I guess mine is a ton of different people. I don't do. I just learned this the other day. I just saw a thread about it. But Like,
You're like just a leopard.
have you seen Mowgli's friend in Jumanji? Not Jumanji, the Jungle Book.
He's an icon.
But it was explaining how, like, celebrity looks are done by stylists, and it's often free clothes that are too expensive, but characters are built around personalities and things like that, and it's much easier and smarter to draw inspiration from that because it's a real thing, whereas most celebrity looks are fake.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that is pretty cool.
You mean like TV characters?
Any kind of character.
Yeah. So who would you say is your top, like, that you think of right now?
I don't know.
You kind of have you kind of have your own style.
Yeah,
Pavs definitely has it based on you.
No, I don't know. Well, fights didn't start dressing until I got here. If we're really being honest.
Literally, like 2 weeks after you came in with a tote bag, Pavs came in with the tote bag.
That's a lie. I've been rocking a tote bag since college. That's a lie. I've had that tote bag since college.
I guess I didn't know you in college, but
Yeah.
like, when you first came here, you did not have a tote bag.
No, I definitely didn't have a tote bag. I was afraid to bring my tote bag.
That's like saying that fucking
I was afraid to bring my tote bag. Okay.
that Bird and Magic didn't start playing. Like you got to have competition.
Yeah.
Competition breeds competition. You're like, dude, it was easy to fucking not get dressed when there was no one here who got dressed. It's like, all right, everyone's wearing sweatpants. I'll put on jeans and a t-shirt today. I'll look the best.
So you guys
Nowadays.
are you in competition with each other?
Yeah, well, I'm better than Pavs every day, dude.
There is a silent competition that's been going on for months now.
Bro, you guys didn't know that? Of course there's a competition, dude.
I mean, it went
Every time you walk outside your house, competition's
Okay, wait,
happening,
well, let's
Jackie.
do like a fit check today. Who won?
I mean, he brought out the leopard today. I didn't know he was going to bring out the leopard.
Wait, can you stand up? What are you wearing?
I'm actually wearing two of my favorite pieces today.
Motherfucker said pieces.
Okay.
J. Crew trousers, and then this is also, I'm going all J. Crew today, J. Crew sweater.
I like that sweater.
Stand in front of you.
That sweater gives me,
I
I saw Brad Pitt wear something like this next week.
I was going to say Daniel Craig Bond. Daniel Craig's got a,
yeah.
I actually bought it. That's a character I was inspired by. I bought it after, was it No Time to Die? He's wearing I think it's a J. Crew. It's a navy, like navy as in not colored, navy as in like the Marines. I think it's like a Royal Navy sweater that I bought, and it just did not work with my figure. Like, it was just lumpy, and like titty, and it was not for me. But that look, it's I mean, basically exactly that sweater. Only I think it had like pads on it.
Yeah.
But it's a very nice sweater.
Maybe every day we do like a TikTok, like whose fit is best. Honestly, if we did, you had the idea of like everyone does like a fit check every day. If we did that, I would dress.
Bro, why do you think I said we should do that?
To get me to dress better. Oh my god!
I was tired of the meat sweatshirts. No, I agree. I think that would be a good thing. Yeah, we could do a fit check every day. You guys were all like, "No, you'll just win," and I was like, "Well, yeah, I know." But there is, I'm certainly down to do KFC Radio daily fit checks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's also way too cold to do, but I'll do it.
It's
Not
not
the best time to dress.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true. I don't have. Oh god, I fucking need money. That's what I need. I need to just get a whole new wardrobe, and then we'll do the fit checks.
No, we're gonna know.
Okay.
Now we're starting.
Okay.
We'll start in fit checks next week.
Next week. Got it. We're also gonna start next week like better cameras, high quality cameras. So everyone's leveling up.
Everyone's leveling up. Okay.
Yep.
Outfits and cameras.
Gonna see those fits in
Right.
4K.
Radio level up. Next
Where's where's some chalk? Any chalk around here? Right behind you. Right next to Jackie says. Oh, you can mark one down for yourself there. Yeah. And then just put fit checks next to it.
What am I doing?
Just write fit checks.
Okay, where?
Wherever, right there. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Oh shit! It's noon. I gotta go.
Oh shoot. Okay.
What the fuck? You talk about fantasy football with your friends all day long, but asking them for health advice, not the move. They're probably doing weird stuff with mangoes. Ritual takes the guesswork out of the vitamin game. Their multivitamin for men is based on science to help fill common nutrient gaps in the diet and level up your nutrient goals. It's an all-around win. When I take my multivitamin, there's a bunch of things we talked about today where it improves our lives, be it the fucking brain games, be it mangoes, be it lava cakes, all of it. When I take a multivitamin, I feel like a better person. It's just like, I guess some people have making their bed, whatever. It feels like I'm jump starting the day, and I'm like, okay, one chore done, one activity done, one goal accomplished. I took my morning vitamin. I'm ready to face the world. Ritual is your new type of 2-a-days from helping support heart health and with omega-3 DHA to normal muscle function and normal immune function with vitamin D3. This small step can have a major impact. Made traceable because where your nutrients come from is just as important as what they're for. They're vegan-friendly, non-GMO, sugar-free, gluten-free, major allergen-free. Their capsule is delayed release designed to help make it gentle on an empty stomach, and a minty essence in every bottle to keep things fresh and help make taking your multis every day actually enjoyable. I'm not a person who has a problem with pill, unlike Jackie. And you said it's like your tampon. Some days you just can't do it. Yep. Essential for men. Again, it's not something I have a problem with, but if you do, Ritual makes it easier with that minty fresh taste. Essential for Men is a quality multivitamin from a company you can actually trust. And get this, Ritual is offering my listeners 30% off your first month. That's 30% off during your first month. You can take advantage of that by going to ritual.com/KFC to start Ritual or Essential for Men, your subscription today.
Fellas and management, want to say been loving the shows for a while now. Lately there's been a lot of talk of being out on Bluetooth headphones and going to wired. I think I'm out on Bluetooth altogether. Today I was trying to sell a car at the dealership I work at, and my phone automatically connected to the Bluetooth, and the podcast I was listening to today was the one most recent right now on what's so bad about communism. That's the only thing that popped up on the screen whenever my phone connected, but still I was like, oh, nice old couple. And the second one that I'm out on Bluetooth on, I got a new bathroom fan at my house, and it's automatically Bluetooth to my phone. And it's cool when it's just me, but whenever I'm watching videos and somebody goes to use my bathroom and the videos connect over to my bathroom fan, it's terrible. Don't like it. Not for me. So yeah, I think we're using Bluetooth way too much. Is there anything that you guys are like, yep, don't like that Bluetooth thing other than headphones? Thanks. Viva.
I mean, that's a full, that this is a take as old as Bluetooth itself, but I didn't even know Bluetooth fans existed. That's insane. That's like trying to make like a knife and a makeup brush in one. They don't need to be together. There's no reason for these two things. Like a Bluetooth fan, the fan plays my fucking music.
I didn't really get that.
I'm guessing it has speakers in it as well. That's insane. There is absolutely no fucking need for a Bluetooth fan. I don't really, since I'm not, I actually, since I use it so much less too, I only use it, I use my over-ear headphones to go to the gym. So I have that an hour a day, and it's fine in the gym. And then walking home, I still get that. I can't believe people don't get that. Where when you cross busy streets, it stops working.
I kind of actually go.
I have to turn on 23rd. I have to turn my head a certain way to get it to work, and it's just one of those things when it is. We actually, Kevin and I were talking about it when we were at the airport. We were talking about just how you get annoyed by new technologies, and Louis C.K. has a bit where he was on a flight and it was years ago. It's an old bit, but he was talking about how on that flight they're like, hey, we got something new we've been working on. We're gonna have Wi-Fi on this flight, so everyone you can check that out. And halfway through the flight, they're like, sorry, the Wi-Fi went down. And a guy on the plane was like, well, I mean, Jesus Christ. And Louis C.K. was talking about how it's a technology you didn't know existed an hour ago, and you're furious it's not working. Bluetooth existed for 20 years, and yes, when it doesn't work, I get furious. Maybe 20 years is a stretch, but Bluetooth's been around for a long fucking time, and it's so insanely imperfect. But this is kind of connecting. Since Kevin's not here, I'm gonna talk bad about him. Doing the driving, because this involves sound. That's how I made my loose connection. Doing the driving last trip, Kevin just listening to his phone in the car is crazy town. I know. You can't be scrolling like TikTok and Instagram with people in the car. That's nutso.
I've never seen a bigger like iPad kid. Yeah.
It's also a big look at this. Like, you know, like comes across something funny, shows it to you.
That's why like I get so car sick easily, and like I always find it like a blessing. Like I'm happy that I get car sick because like it forces me to look out the window and like not be on my phone.
I get car sick as well, and I wonder if that's why I do it too. I'm like,
Yeah.
I cannot play on my phone in the car.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no. I thought it was because I'm an adult and who doesn't want to do that, but you're right. It's just because I have a child who gets car sick.
I think it's like taught me like in other parts of life to just like not be on my phone, because then you're just like like I just don't feel good. Like,
Dude, I don't know if you guys were listening to radio, but I was just saying on radio that walking home yesterday, I was like, I think it's not like I'm going to become a flip phone guy, because like I want to be a quote unquote flip phone guy, but I don't want to be. I have fuck shit going on with my phone all the time, so I'm just always thinking someone's in it. And I'm like, how can I ever escape this anxiety I have at all times? Like, I've had some shit going on my phone recently where I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm like, I guess the only way to escape this is if I just become a flip phone guy. Like, that's my only option. And it would eliminate so much stress and anxiety. And I'm trying to decide if it would bring on more as well. Like, how important is our text chain? How important is my Google Calendar? I think those are the only two things that I'm like, I kind of have to have those. Aside from that, I don't need my iPhone. I don't check my email. I don't really text that much. Social media I can use once or twice a day on my laptop. I think it would greatly help my life.
I think you're one of the few that could do it, because like obviously you talk about our text chain and the Google Calendars. Then it would just be like, oh, you loop in John on this, as if call John, and you would never miss a thing. Because
Yeah.
now we just assume that you'd know about something, and you would never not know about something.
But that's giving you guys a much bigger task to loop me. Not much bigger, but like giving you guys an extra step all the time.
you always being responsive on your phone makes my life significantly easier. Sometimes Kevin, I'm like, just fucking answer, and you do it. So I cannot have you have a flip phone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But it would be it would be cool, like having a flip phone. I would love to just like walk around with a razor.
It's not like it is cool, and like that, but like that is so secondary to me. It's just like I just can't have that phone next to me. Not next to me. Like I can't have people who have access to that phone out there existing.
Yeah.
And I'm always just like, and it's almost like when you watch a horror movie where like you watched a horror movie and you went to bed and you heard a door creak and you're like, someone's in there. And like, no, they're not. But it happened. It's been PTSD, I guess, where it's like, I'm sure it's just something regular that's happening to my phone. But anytime some regular malfunction or some regular little hiccup happens, I'm like, fuck. Someone's hacking me. Someone's like doing shit in my phone right now.
I had somebody fully in 6th grade. I left my phone somewhere, and then like I'd gotten it back, and somebody was like signed into the iCloud. Hector was the iCloud. Sorry to out him, but he fucked my shit up. And he would. So then like all these like gambling and like sex apps were downloading on my like little 6th grade phone, and I was like, I swear to God, I'm not doing this. My parents were like, because I like showed it to them, and then they could text from my phone too. So they could like, they were texting my friends in Spanish.
What?
And they were FaceTiming them too. Like they had full access. And like my friends would be like,
jailbait.
yeah, they'd be like, who's that man who just no, they were like, who's that man who just who you're with, who like FaceTime me from your phone? Like, are you okay? And I was like, what? So it was like, but I was like in a different location, so I would get that checked out.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not to freak you out.
Did you ever like go to the police or get to the bottom of that?
I had to just like get a new phone. Like I was just like, okay. I mean, I guess he just like runs
fine,
this
Hector,
shit now.
yours.
Yeah. I just like I forget.
Did you get a new number and shit?
Yeah, I had to get a new number. I had to get new everything. He won.
Yeah.
I was like,
And this was in 6th grade?
Yeah, and it was this fucking girl in my class who would. It was this whole thing, but it was this girl in my class's dad. And
Wait, it was a girl in your class's dad?
Yeah.
Who was hacking
So
your
then
phone?
I was just like, whatever.
Wait, so what happened with did you and the girl fight?
She just avoided me for the rest of the, and I'm not confrontational, so I was just like, again, you win. I just let her have it. But I would give her dirty looks and everything, but I was not gonna call her out on it because it wasn't her, it was her dad, and I had enough empathy at the time to be I understand that you didn't. She had taken it, but I remember
Wait, so
being
she took your phone and gave it to her dad?
Yeah, because it was in the bathroom at my 6th grade. And then it was this whole thing where, she had said that she found it on the side of the road. But by the time I'd called, I figured out that the call times, that couldn't have made sense. So she obviously had wiped it. It was, completely wiped clean. And then there were it was just, this whole thing.
I'm sorry. I'm just, So you did not have your phone. It wasn't a hack situation. It was they had your physical phone?
Then I had finally called, and then she picked up after 3 days, and then I was like, oh, hi, I know you, you're in my class, can I please come grab my phone while you have it? And she was like, yeah, sure, but it's wiped, I don't know if you still want it. I was like, no, I still want it. So then I went to go grab it, and it was completely wiped, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll just start from new. And then when I went to download everything, I was like, okay, Hector is logged in everywhere. And then I just replaced mine with my Apple ID, but he was still able to access everything.
So I'm sorry, you said it was 3 days?
Yeah.
So do you think it was a sexual thing, or was she being helping her dad be a pervert, or was she just stealing her phone?
No, she just was stealing my phone, and I think there was a period where she realized that it was on, and I tracked it and called, and I feel she realized that she was gonna get caught, so she picked up and was tried to be oh, sorry, I didn't know anything. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I don't remember all the details, but she was just trying to steal it. It wasn't
when you first started saying a man in a young girl's phone, I was thinking pedophile.
Oh yeah, no.
But she was just stealing your phone.
She was just stealing my phone.
That's wild that you just decided we're just friends with the girl forever who stole your phone.
I wasn't friends with her, but I just didn't ever confront her because I was like, I don't have the energy for this. I'll just get a new fucking phone. I don't care.
All right, next voicemail.
KFC fights everybody else. It is 12:30 in the morning. Phillies just lost Game 7, and I'm drunk. And not my first time calling in. In fact, I've been calling in a lot recently. Probably because I guess I'm going through some shit. But, like I said, 12:30 in the morning, gotta work. Gotta be up for work in 6 hours. But I'm hammered. And I ordered Domino's on my way home. And I've always heard about their lava cakes. Finally gave it a go. They're unbelievable. It's just a great find so late in life. So, my question is, you guys have a treat, maybe fights with your mangoes, or something you found out about something so late in life that just changed your life? This is unbelievable. I thought I was fat before. Just wait till I eat these every weekend for the rest of my life. All right, peace.
Dude, finding lava cakes late in life is more dangerous than finding cocaine late in life. That's some young people shit, bro. You can't be later in life, metabolism slowing down, being wait, hang on a second, these lava cakes are pretty good. You gotta be firing on all cylinders for the lava cake phase. That's a dangerous thing. Mangoes for sure. Mangoes are having a big moment, and obviously it's because of something I'm paying attention to right now. With I think I've used as a comparison, you start driving a red car, you see a lot more red cars. I was talking to Kate about mangoes. Her family is obsessed with mangoes. Cash and the Beeve, everyone loves fucking mangoes. I've been hearing whispered around the office. Trent's big on the mango train. It is very funny to see Northeast culture discovering mangoes, and I'm part of it. You know, like,
Back in California, I've been mangoing.
You've been mangoing.
Yeah, like, and like in college, I had this whole frozen mango phase.
like you'd freeze fruit.
No, just like I would like Trader Joe's has like these chunks of frozen mango. That should be your next form of mangoes. It's
What?
like so good. It's a refreshing little treat.
Wait, it's what with chunks of mango?
Just like frozen. Trader Joe's just has like frozen chunks of mango.
And you just eat those like that? Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds like it makes my enamel sensey.
Well, you have popsicles all the time.
Yeah. So you just let it melt in your mouth and then
Yep.
start chewing?
Yep.
That made my nipples hard. I don't know if it's the cold or the good taste, but whatever. The mangoes are for sure one. The I guess like waking your brain up is one. Like I like doing brain games and being like, oh, I can still get. I thought I was just like, I was what I was gonna be. Like, if that makes sense. Like, as far as like how my brain can function.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was like, I wake up and I didn't think not that I wasn't ever gonna learn again. Because like you learn every day whether you want to or not. But I never thought I was going to like try to make my brain better again. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes
Where like
sense.
I like watching myself improve at like crosswords and connections, and I'm like, oh, I can still get better at things. Like I thought it was just like my life was over.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like I'm gonna be. I guess this is the exact opposite of this guy's thing, where I'm noticing I can still improve my life. Whereas he's like, lava cakes are good. It's tough. But yeah, I think I would go brain games. I very much enjoy waking up in the morning and playing brain games, and I feel like it's a good way to kickstart my day.
I could say that too. Except I do it at night because I realize if I use my brain, like it helps me fall asleep every single time. I can't I don't even make it through connections because if I use my brain for more than 7 minutes, I fall asleep. I'm like not kidding about that. If I read, I can get through like 7 minutes and then I fall asleep. That's why I haven't read a fucking book.
I can do 7 minutes of functional brain activity, and then I'm like, I need a nap.
It's like not an exaggeration. At all.
Books. I actually one day I would like to get a nightstand next to my bed, so I can put a light on it, so I can read in bed. Because that would knock me out every time.
It's such like a normal thing that you're like aspirational goals are a nightstand with a light.
Bro, like, yeah, I think about it like every day I go to bed. I'm like, man, if I had a nightstand with a lamp right here, I'd be living large.
Dude, we could knock that out for you in a weekend.
We could have done today.
Bro, yeah, we could, couldn't we? But will we?
But since KFC Radio is all leveling up next week, how about by next week you get yourself a nightstand?
No.
We could order one right now. We could literally order this right now.
Yeah, but then no, don't you dare.
Actually, I can talk. I don't have a coffee table, as you guys saw, and like I could just buy a coffee table. No,
I don't have a coffee table.
I have all the pieces to the coffee table. I just haven't built it. I've had it for 2 years now.
And you just move new apartments with a coffee table?
No, because I've had my apartment. I guess a year and a half.
You've been in that apartment a year and a half?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like brand new.
This new wave of morning games like gets me out of bed. You know, I mean like a new wave. There's been crossword puzzles for years now.
But the way
ones
we
that are on my
all
phone.
talk is so funny. Where it's like, this is a new thing. And it's like, no, it's a thing I just found out about. It's we are so self-centered. Where it's like, dude, this thing's awesome. But I also get that. Like there was, I think like there was a viral video recently of someone doing like this woman invented. She went for a jog, and she didn't bring her phone, and she didn't do this, and people are like, this girl's acting like she invented jogging. It's like, well, she did for herself. Like we've all heard about it and shit like that. And there was someone else like who was like talking about like libraries, like you can go get books, and like person like, oh, this person thinks they invented the library. Like, well, no, that they just found out. The libraries are just like homeless shelters now. Like no one goes to a library, so like it's reinventing it for a new generation of people. So yeah, you are discovering it in a sense, like Columbus discovered America. It existed, but like most of the people didn't know about it. So you get credit sometimes. But what were you saying?
But no, it just gets me out of bed.
You do it?
It's like I do coffee, I do connections, dozen, and then if I don't feel like satisfied, I go back to the Immaculate Grid. Just like make myself feel good.
Dude, I've become kind of a connections gangster.
Wait, I swear to God, ever since we talked about connections, it's gotten easier.
Is that what it is? Fuck.
It's been super easy lately.
It's been so much easier lately, and I feel like, except the last one, no, not the last, I forget. I think literally somebody had to have been listening, like who the engineer, because it is so much easier now.
That is, I just talk about how self-centered we are. Now I'm talking about how low self-esteem we have, where it's like, it can't be that I'm getting smarter.
Yeah.
It has to be someone's dumbed it down for us. Before we get done with this guy, fun fact about, two things. One, saying it's 12:30 in the morning is crazy.
Yeah.
It's 12:30 at night.
Yeah.
It is. It's 12:30 at night. Like
No, 12:30 in the morning.
No, it's 12:30. You know, once you get to like maybe 1, but like even like I wouldn't say it's 1:30 at night. I wouldn't say that, but it's 12:30 at night.
Okay.
It's obviously it's technically incorrect, but like
Yeah.
I think it's once you hit the 1, you can start saying in the morning, 2 in the morning for sure, 3, 4 after that, obviously in the morning. But I think in the midnight range, you're still talking at night.
I agree. I don't. Yeah, agree with my full heart. But
You'll
I agree.
take it.
I'll take it.
The last thing is he's got a pop collar for listeners at home, and my favorite fun fact about pop collars, which I don't know if they're true or not. Does anyone know it?
You said this.
I'm sure I've said it. I only have like 5 things. I say them all repeatedly.
No, go.
You don't know this? So the pop collar got cool. It was a cool thing. I think it was back in the 70s, maybe before then.
Is it like Ivy colleges?
I heard it as prep schools, but it
Okay.
could be Ivy colleges, where because you had to have starched collars and you had to look nice for school, and if you fucked the night before and slept at the girls' dorm, you probably didn't have time to restart your collar, so your collar was all popped up, and that's how people knew the guys who got laid. And then it became a trend in the 90s or whenever, or 80s, I guess. I guess then it became a trend that people who weren't fucking were trying to make people think that they fucked. And then they popped their collars up. I have no idea if that's true or not. But
Interesting.
that
Good
was
fun fact.
that was something we learned in prep school. Last voicemail.
What's up, fellas? Hope you're having a good day. If not, just know the rest of us are going to be happy from listening. Jackie, I'm sorry. Helmet guy dumped you. I would never do that. Not important. I was out tonight. I just moved to Boston. I'm 24, so I'm trying to do new things. I was out at an event, and I wanted to go somewhere after. And I tried this like tequila watermelon drink at this place. It was just like, it was so bad. It tasted like shit. And I was like, I'd be much happier drinking bourbon or beer or even just like tequila soda. So my question is, at what age do you just stop trying new things? Because at a certain point, like, right? Like, I know I like bourbon. I know I like tequila soda. I shouldn't have tried a watermelon fucking tequila shit. So when do you stop trying new things? That's my question. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Or not. Talk to you later.
I mean,
Bye.
my answer would be never.
You kind of just answered this. Like, you just discovered that you can keep bettering yourself.
But you like that's more serious. But like, I think that I obviously I think Kevin's answer would be 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I would answer like, I don't know. I still find new things I like.
You're always doing new things with mangoes, for example.
I'm always doing new things with mango.
Yeah.
To be clear, I just eat the mangoes. I've tried one thing with mangoes.
Let's see where the rest of it takes you.
You're always doing new things with me.
talked about all your holes earlier. You tried everyone.
Man, I feel like I need to be plugged up a little bit. Only there was a mango. I go home every day and just try a new thing with mangoes. Like, tonight I'm putting a mango on all 10 fingers and just walk. This is crazy.
You should do like a new mango thing tonight.
But like that's like I think like I think when you stop trying new things, and this is a nice goalpost for me that I can do it. I think that's when you stop growing. That's when you're like officially an adult, and you can stay a kid forever if you want by just always discovering new things. And if you keep trying new things, and be it tasting or drinking or doing, and then you can be like, whoa, I learned something new. I found out something, like that's childlike. So you can keep your childlike wonder if you're always trying new things.
Keep shoving mangoes up your ass. And you never grow up.
Interview time. Interview time. We got Jeff Ross on the show today. He is here in New York. I forget on what dates, but he is exceptionally funny. I've seen him on the road with Chappelle. I've seen him at The Cellar. I've seen him with Attell. I've seen him a million times. Incredibly funny. Go see his new special, Take a Banana for the Road, and listen to the interview. Thank you. Goodbye.
I roasted Trump a couple times, so
Did you?
Politicians are pretty fun too. Sometimes.
We just had Mark Smalls in, a comedian out in California. It does a podcast called Country Club Adjacent, and they had a series where they try and make golfers step off their ball, and they did it at Trump National, and they did it with Trump, and he roasted Trump. I guess Trump Mar-a-Lago or whatever had just gotten raided, and he roasted him about that. And we were like, "Did he have a good sense of humor about it?" And he goes, "No,
No, he didn't.
Wow.
Which surprised me. I thought Trump would be laughing at him. He's
Totally.
fucking bulletproof.
The times I've roasted him, he was a great sport.
Really?
Yeah. But then when he actually got into office, he stopped doing the White House correspondence roasts. And I did bump into him, and I kind of gave him shit for that. I was like, "Man, that was fun. You should
Yeah, what the fuck?
You should
Did he say anything?
let us." Yeah, of course. I have a picture of myself in the Oval Office going, "What the fuck, dude?" And you can just see him going like,
any
Yeah.
excuse? Just like,
he was just like, he just
I'm the
didn't want.
president now. Shut the fuck up.
He didn't really say why, and I did say it would be good for him to laugh at himself a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a great
Totally.
American tradition.
Totally.
But now he's so far past that.
What were you doing in the Oval Office?
I was there. I was in town. Chappelle was getting the Mark Twain Prize, so I went for lunch to the White House. I got invited by some staffers, and next thing I knew, I was getting walked into the Oval Office. Just my girlfriend and I, and it was a total surprise.
No shit.
Yeah, I walked in. He wasn't in there. It was like the CIA director and the National Security Advisor and a bunch of lawyers waiting for him. They had just killed some terrorist, and they wanted to talk about it, and suddenly here he comes down, walking down the hall like Darth Vader, and I was like, "Whoa, okay."
What do you do? So you walk in the Oval Office, and there's a CIA director and all these people. Do you sit on the couch? Or do you start fiddling with stuff around the office?
I knew that they were all waiting for him, so I didn't want to be that guy that overstayed his welcome.
Yeah.
But you could tell other staffers, he'd been having a bad day. The president had been impeached that day, or the early days of an impeachment. So they were like, anything to cheer the boss up, because I know Trump a long time. I've been to Mar-a-Lago, and I've done various shows for him, and he used to come to the roasts all the time, and I roasted him a couple times. And so when I see him, it's not politics. He just wants to talk about Don Rickles and Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
And I even said, "What would Joan say about all this?" And he's like, He tried to tell me that she told him to run for president. I was like, "We all told you that, but we didn't know it was going to end up like this." All right, well,
All right, big thanks for watching. If you made it through this whole episode, that means you should be subscribed. There's so many of you out there who watch and don't subscribe, so make sure you are a KFC Radio subscriber. Make sure you get all the content when it drops. Click that button now.
I have 9 fingers. I'm still subscribed. It's that easy.